Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are going to be talking about the Rally for Sally Civil War. This episode 1 is going to be structured around Richard Kuta and how he got removed from Rally for Sally. So, let's get into this today on DHT. We start all of this off with AWF investigating what's been going on with Richard Kuta, who was an active member in Rally for Sally. He was threatening to expose Richard Kuta and to continue trying to expose Richard Kuta, and that made people in Rally for Sally nervous because they didn't want someone constantly calling them out. So then Rich Monk is Richard Kuta, by the way. So then Richard Kuta ended up reaching out to Kojiro and said, so basically AWF will back off since he's aware that I'll come clean on New Year's. Kojiro responds, eventually. He will still probably have some fun, but it will die down. So basically keep ignoring him. It will do a lot better than what he's doing right now. And then we see a message between Kojiro and Alex, and Kojiro says, well, that's a hardball question. Best answer for that one is to answer honestly, though I already spoke to her a couple hours ago. I don't know the context of that. Alex said, just ignore AWF at this point. Kojiro says, I'm talking to Richard about it. Then he says, it's been dealt with Richard's permission. Alex says, cool, thank God, but for now on, just ignore AWF. Kojiro responds, it will depend on the situation. This was a direct action and required some sort of response. Not responding would make us look bad, and not saying the truth after all the evidence. I don't know why he spells the like that. He always fucking does it. I'm just reading it as the. Out there piling up would make us look bad too. The best answer, it's best. I don't know why you put the number 2, but in case you guys didn't know, like for my last 2 videos, Richard Kuta was pretending to be someone in Rally for Sally, that being a chicken man named Trent, and that's what they want him to admit to, that he is Trent and that he's been pretending to not be Richard Kuta for months on end. Alex says, wait until New Year's, sticks to the plan, and then Kojiro responds with, already responded with that. AWF ends up commenting on Twitter saying, let's find out. Kojiro responds with, hey, you will have your answer on New Year's, don't mind waiting that long. So, what had happened is, Richard Kuta had a lot of shit on him. Richard Kuta has done a lot of shit. Richard Kuta was pretending to be a different person in Rally for Sally. Richard Kuta made a deal to come out with everything and tell the truth, and then this would all go away and people would leave him alone. So let's see what happened after he was supposed to come out with the truth. The answer is Richard Kuta made a really long twit longer where he not only admits to being Trent, but he also admits to a bunch of other stuff. That being that he made most of the stuff for Rally for Sally, paid for the fucking people who did voice acting, that being the actual Sonic actors who promoted Rally for Sally. All those promotions were false. They were paid to do them. And he paid for everything. That's what he's saying. He paid for 90% of everything. And one day I will read all of that. Not today. Just know that he made a post where he took credit for a lot of shit in Rally for Sally, and it really made them look bad. That's all you need to know right now. So shortly after that, the Rally for Sally Twitter tweeted out, hey guys, Kojiro speaking. I was gonna give up on the campaign and drop it, but we have a good thing going, and I don't want to see it end over one thing. I talked to Richard and convinced him to leave the campaign. I personally changed the password. It's just me and Alex now. We're gonna go into low power mode while we reorganize. Richard contributed a lot. This is true, but he will maintain credit on the videos and graphics he made for us, but we're letting him go. I know it will take time to rebuild trust, but it's for the best. This is for the princess. So as you can see in that post, they announced that Richard Kuta was gone. Right after the twit longer happened, they kicked him out immediately. Kojiro went on the Rally for Sally account and decided this by himself. He decided that despite him not being the leader of the group, despite him not being appointed to be able to do such things, he decided to kick out Richard Kuta because Kuta attacked him and the Rally for Sally movement. I personally changed the password. It's just me and Alex now, and everyone on the block list will be unblocked. Gonna try to start over fresh. Accountability is key here. Now, that's a really good idea. I don't know why Rally for Sally had so many fucking people blocked, but it's probably for the best that they're unblocked because this is just a fucking kids game account. I don't know why it was blocking so many people. If you have any suggestions on how we can rebuild, then let us both know. But January will be a slow month while we deal with reorganizing. Breezy B comments, I don't know anything about the explosion. I'm sorry to hear that you lost people's trust. I just want to say that you still have my trust and support. Thank you so much, Breezy. If you want to know more, I'm sure one of the followers will update you. I'm updating her right now. And then Ben, which I didn't get all of his shit, sorry, I guess I missed some of your stuff, but Ben commented, honestly, Kojiro, I'm gonna be blunt with you. You're gonna have a lot of trust to earn that was lost because of this, and even there's likely a lot that will not give you said trust again. Both you and Alex were not only lying about Trent/Richard's involvement in all this, and I don't know what else was said there, but he's right. Covering up for Richard Kuta was a massive fucking mistake. Playing along with his stupid little games was a massive mistake. Hiding his involvement was a massive mistake. And a lot of people shouldn't trust Rally for Sally because of this. They're all liars. They're all fucking weirdos. That's just the truth of it. Now let's cut to the conversation Kojiro had with Richard Kuta. Richard Kuta says, dude, you know I did more than 50% of the Rally for Sally. Come on. The Rally for Sally. And Kojiro responds with, no, it's not the work bit. It's the other stuff that I've been doing on Twitter. Dealing with people who weren't sure about the movement. A lot of hands-on stuff. And Richard responds with, but I did contribute 90% because that fucking matters. I was the only one retweeting art on a daily basis. A lot of the time creepier art, and it's the same art you already tweet on your Richard account, so you're not really contributing anything here, but whatever. Kojiro responds with, yeah, I know. Richard says, this completely undermines what I actually did. But why did you say 50% if you know that wasn't true? Because that's what I felt like. But it's not true. You retweeted stuff. I did a lot of the communication with people behind the scenes and in public. I just don't bring up what I do. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, but in terms of the account, I did 90%. Let's not kid ourselves. Is this really what we're doing? Measuring our dicks, seeing who did a slightly higher percentage? Fuck off. The whole point of the post was to be upfront and honest about everything. Yes, you were. The majority worker on the Twitter account, and the artwork, and the editing, the VA videos, and paying them. Yes, Richard Kuta dumped a lot of money into this apparently, but you kinda hurled me under the bus here. Kojiro responds with, I don't think so. Richard responds with, cause you saying 50% makes me look like a liar when I was being fully honest in that post. True and honest. It's why it took weeks to write up. It took you weeks to write up that shit post? Dear God, I'm gonna have to take extra special care when I finally read that shit aloud. I spent every day for 6 months maintaining it. Maybe you can clarify that at least. You took care of the account. You bought VAs, and you did some editing, and you worked on some art. That sounds like a lot of shit you're slowly building up. And you made charts. I managed people on the Twitter who had many questions about anything related to the movement, since no one wanted to talk to Trent or Alex. I don't know what the fuck that is. He misspelled it to hell. People to come to the account and explaining to many people one by one. It's a lot of work. Drummed up extra support. Wait, nobody wanted to talk to Alex even? People don't like Alex Hedgefox, the fucking guy who spams fucking chats? The guy who raids servers? What a shock. I can't believe this. No one wants to talk to Alex Hedgefox, who has everyone fucking blocked on Twitter? What a shock. What a fucking shock. Kojiro says no. Even though it's his campaign? Because apparently people care about it being Alex's campaign instead of it being about Sally Acorn. I guess I didn't know that. His image was better off, but not enough people want to talk to him. As well as his main account being forever protected due to Dylan fears, which in case you didn't know, Alex actually locked his account because he was afraid of me making a video on him. Part 2 is going to be on him, so apparently locking his account achieved nothing. The only reason why people were listening to the movement to begin with was because I was using my credit to get people to come and pay attention to Alex, which is true. I got into Rally for Sally because of Kojiro. The second I found out that Alex Hedgefox and Richard Kuta were involved doing stupid gay shit in the background, that's when I left. You can go and check my older videos. I made that obvious. So Kojiro is right. I only even barely humored Rally for Sally because of him. Richard says, holy shit. So he never really had the status even to carry this all? No, Alex doesn't have the status. Why do you think we started this on my account? I mentioned this a few times in private chat. Even in the Doey encounter, which I don't know what that is, where I said I can, and it's all lowercase i's and it makes me want to hurt myself, just take the campaign and leave everyone if I wanted to. Richard says, yes, I do recall you saying that. Which if he says that, no one should trust him. Why do you guys fucking trust Kojiro if he's gonna say shit like that? I thought the Rally for Sally campaign would be fine after you revealed yourself, but your twitlonger kinda drove it into the ground. I wasn't expecting that kind of post. You should have been. Richard Kuta is an actual fucking lol cow. You should have expected that. That is the most probable outcome in this situation. Richard Kuta being Richard Kuta. I was hinting about it for months, dude. It was me revealing myself, explaining my task, and calling out all those assholes because they started this shit months ago. You started this shit months ago. No one would have even fucking cared, but instead you had to hide in the background, lie to people, get your friends to lie to people, and then do such a shit job of actually being hidden that people could find out that you were Trent with just a little bit of Google searching. What a fucking idiot. Well, yeah, because I'm fucking done with drama. What a fucking liar. It was me saying my piece so I could move on to what I want to do, even if I do continue Rally for Sally, because I'm not gonna give in to the cancel culture. If it's cancel culture, it sure did take 10 years to activate for you. I'm stronger than that. Oh yeah, I'm sure your Pampers are. My friends agree that I've done nothing wrong to garner such hate like this. I think you deserve all the hate. The current positives outweigh the past negatives. That is a fucking lie. But people will look at you with more malice when you hold it over their head like that. That is true. Doing something nice for the community thing really sets people off, which is true because it just set me off. And recently, this community has been flooded with fake fans. Oh god. And I guess you're one of the true Sonic fans and SJWs who don't even care about Sonic. If they did, they wouldn't pin an entire campaign on one person. So because they don't like you, Rich Monk, or Alex Hedgefox or SJWs, this is my problem with you two fucking idiots. Just because people don't like you doesn't mean they're an SJW, fucking moron. A campaign isn't represented by anyone. That is not how campaigns work, you fucking idiot. This bullshit shouldn't even matter because movements are for everyone. That is a lie. Again, this fan base is so goddamn retarded. I don't think you're allowed to call people retarded, and self-destructive. I don't think you're allowed to point out self-destruction. That they don't even a good thing when it's happening. I don't know what sentence that was. I wasted 6 months of my fucking life on this campaign, and this is not the gratitude I deserve. Eat shit, Richard. Eat shit. I know you probably like eating shit because you're a gross fucking vermin, but eat shit. Cut your losses and move on, Kojiro responds. I might as well, or at least wait till this shitstorm dies down, because Alex still wants to keep Rally for Sally active, so Richard is making it obvious, no matter what, if him and Alex are involved in the movement, he will still be there. If Alex is in the movement at all, Richard Kuta will still be in the background. Remember that. Remember that, because if they try to fucking leave Alex in the group, Richard Kuta's in the background. Don't let these people lie to you. I didn't want to blow up at you. Not like this. Not on New Year's. I'm literally just upset that nobody is supporting me after everything I've done for you guys. I feel betrayed. So Richard Kuta fucks him over and claims that he's done 90% of the work, and then he wants people to praise him. What an idiot. Because there's no supporting that explosion of a twitlonger. You're right. 100% right on that. What's done is done. It's New Year's. I want to move on from my past. It's not the past if it literally happened that day, you mongoloid. How do you expect people to move on when you're still actively doing the same shitty stuff? Good. Just keep going and don't look back. If I want to support Sonic, I'll do it for myself and no one else. That always seems to be the issue. You're not gonna stick to that. The post closes the book on the whole thing once and for all. He deleted the post, by the way. I have an archive. I said my piece and I'm not responding. I'm walking away. You're a liar. okay, I think it's best for the movement if we let you go. Seems like it might be the best for everyone. So he told him that he's gonna let him go because someone is still shit-talking him on Twitter. No, we didn't do anything wrong. We're not gonna let these people force us out. It's what SJWs do, Richard Kuta pleading to stay in by saying if you want him out, you're an SJW or you support SJWs. Rich, a lot of these people aren't SJWs, but they're unforgiving assholes that won't let people change. You're not changing. That's their problem, not ours. Rich, they mostly will never forgive you for some reason, just you. I don't think you should work on this is they don't want to give you the credit. I think he meant if. Even if we continue the movement, wow, his spelling is terrible, as it is now. They will never let you change. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. It's best for you to get away from this fandom. It will wreck your mind if you don't. His mind is already fucking wrecked when he was crying with a Sonic plushie about the fucking eye color of Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't give you your time back, but I can at least refund some of the cash. Well, that's nice of him. You spent on it when the time comes, but I don't want you to fall down this hole. Well, at least he's willing to give back the money. Thanks, man. I think if you at least credit me for the posters and videos and paying the VAs, I'd feel more comfortable leaving, because at least I'd get proper credit and closure. You always have the credit for doing those. Right, the public needs to know that. They need to know my name, me, I'm Rally for Sally. That's what Richard is saying. I'll let the public know. Thanks. But there will be some rearranging needed. Understood. But you have to sign out of the Rally for Sally account. And then this is where Richard, despite saying he would leave, shows that he had no intention of leaving and that he's a liar. What? I can't even retweet artwork anymore? No, people don't want you doing any of that at all, because they will just hate the retweets. But how will they know it's me? Because you tweet in a specific way that me and Alex don't do, which is true. I always know a Richard Kuta tweet over these two tweets. If I come out and say we had to let Rich go, but you are still on the account, then it will be another lie, which is true. So let me get this straight. You're kicking me out of a campaign that wouldn't exist today without me? So he said that he was fine with them kicking him out. He just wanted credit. But now since he's getting kicked out of the account, he's just now realizing that they're kicking him out. What a fucking idiot. If you want to look at it that way, yeah, I do see it in that way. If you stay, people will never let you let Sally succeed. And there was no comma there, by the way. But I've done nothing wrong. This is bullshit. Richard Kuta, you've done a lot of things wrong. This is not bullshit. You've done nothing wrong for the campaign, except that the fandom at large just hates you. So much that it's dragging down the campaign, which is true. Then how about this? Due to the unnecessary backlash, I've decided to resign. Since I've contributed so much, I'm ready to move on. The campaign has already reached Sega's international offices, so it's up to Sega at this point. And if the Rally for Sally movement stops because of that reason, Sega will never add in Sally. But this continued campaign is probably their best chance of getting Sally in anything. And the fact that Richard just wants to abandon it because my credit, my accessibility, just shows how much he actually cares. Okay, there, I quit, but let me make the post. You did good work for the rest of us. I just want to still let you know that the fact that people run a lot of these feel. And I'm quitting, so Sally has a chance still? Yes, consider it a hero sacrifice. He's not a hero and you're manipulating him. Go fuck yourself, Kojiro. Well, if it would give me more free time to focus on other stuff, yep, but promise me this. Please let people know what I did exactly. Been nothing but a positive and helpful person for the campaign, from the money I spent to the videos I made and the VAs I paid. That's easy to tell people. Exactly. This is still bullshit. We shouldn't be caving into these people. There's just no way for Sally. So he's fucking manipulating Kuta with his love for Sally. What a fucking monster. At least you are going on best possible terms, unlike your other people you worked with. Not backstabbing, none of that. I suppose. But this is still unfair, because this was company job. I'd sue their asses because I've done nothing wrong. So Richard Kuta threatening him right after saying he would quit. I know, but this isn't a company thing. We do use company tactics, but this is also politics at its heart. So apparently he did get permission to post that tweet. So after they have that big long talk about him peacefully leaving and about how he was okay with leaving and how they actually came to terms with everything, Richard Kuta still goes on to shit talk in another chat with other people involved with Rally for Sally, showing that you can't trust Richard Kuta at all. What the fuck is Kojiro doing? And as you can see, he retweeted the post that Kojiro made and told Richard Kuta that he made. So Richard Kuta apparently is going to act like he's ignorant to this. And he responds with, "So yeah, I quit." And then this guy who has a name that I'm not even going to try to read, I'm going to call him Furry Boy, because Furry Wolf Boy, actually, because he has a furry wolf as his fucking character. The fuck? Did you talk to Kojiro about that rich monk? Yeah, he forced me out, because apparently I'm a danger to the campaign, even though he knows I did nothing wrong. Then why did you say, "What the fuck is Kojiro doing?" I didn't think he'd do it this quickly, since he needed to think about it, but apparently he knew exactly what he wanted to do. You saw him post it, you're a fucking liar. Did either of you talk to Alex about this at all? No, Kojiro said he didn't care about Alex, since he meant nothing since the beginning due to his reputation. That is not what Kojiro said at all. You're completely manipulating what he said. We should both feel hurt. And repeated his line about how I can take the campaign with me without you guys, cause at least my reputation isn't damaged. Well, he is telling the truth though, and he is gonna do that later. We can see Kojiro hits up Alex to talk to him about the whole Richard Kuta stuff. He says, "Okay, Alex, I convinced Richard to leave the account. When you get the chance, change the password to Rally for Sally. We're gonna fucking rebuild this campaign." Then Alex responds with, "Kojiro, why? I just woke up to this shit. I'm confused and concerned." Kojiro responds, "It had to be done after that twit longer Rich put up. That thing was indefensible, and defending it in any way would completely shred all the campaign, as well as yours and mine reputation. And good morning. And to me, Kojiro, your reputation is already destroyed. Nothing can make it any worse. We need to have a serious talk later. Maybe not today, but definitely within the next week. You and me. Koji, I want to shut it down. I want to shut Rally for Sally down." So Alex Hedgefox says he wants Rally for Sally to die. He no longer cares about the movement. He no longer cares about this project. He wants it shut down. This perfectly represents what's going on right now. And I'll even read it for you. I'll read this for you so you can have the experience. "I never in all of my life did I think I would be so happy to see none other than Alex Hedgefox. Our princess is saved." Alex pulls out a knife. "I want Rally for Sally to shut down." "Eh? What is this? What does Alex think he's doing?" "I want to leave the movement," he says as he starts cutting the rope. Sally looks up, realizing she'll never get in a Sega game, realizing that she was just being used by Alex and Richard Kuta, and falls to her death, and the movement is shut down. People don't want us to shut down Rally for Sally. They just want Richard Kuta gone. Well, I don't want this if it's gonna cause drama. I'm not deleting the accounts, but they're going dead. They're going dead? What the fuck? As in, no post. I don't want this thing I created destroying my friendship with Richard Kuta. Kuta should stay in no matter what he does. Let him post Sally porn on the account. It's not right and it's not fair. Just let me run it then. I don't really care about the YouTube channel. That can die. So maybe I should have made a comic where Kojiro also cut the rope because he's just gonna let the YouTube account die, but whatever. But people don't want the tag to die. If you want to make your own account, then so be it. I don't want this old account around anymore. Not when there's so much drama. And that's where we're gonna leave off for now. What's going to happen? Is Rally for Sally going to shut down? Is Alex Hedgefox going to avenge his boyfriend Richard Kuta? Will Richard Kuta be accepted back into Rally for Sally? Find out next time on Rally for Sally. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. And if you want to see more, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.